Okay, if this guy is getting angry, right? We're going like, why is this guy so tight, right? It's getting trigger pointy thingies. We want to think about how can I get the rest of the shoulder to help out, the shoulder complex to help out. This is something that you should do before your lifts on the side of the pain. So if you have traps, this pain here, you're gonna do this pattern in this hand. If it's this one, do this hand. You only need to run through it one set, and this would be like an extra warm-up prep before your day. Basically what's happening is this guy, if you take something like a push-up, if I'm using my push muscles or pull muscles, and I'm going to do a pull-up, right? So let's imagine I'm doing a pull-up, I get to my sticking point, and I raise my trap up to make motion happen. Or if I do a press and I raise my trap up, right? This guy is helping out too much. It's going to raise, and that's its job. But we want to tell these other muscles, these pterygominor, this lat, and these rhomboids that pull the shoulder blade down to do their job, so they assist, okay? So we got a couple things. First thing, either green or black, purple band, whichever one, depending how much muscle mass you have, right? I'm gonna take behind my body, I'm gonna pull. See the direction of the band, see where it's going? It's going diagonal across my body. That's the direction that the shoulder blade should be able to move across the ribs. So it should roll down, and it should roll out, and it should move across and in the four major functions. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of love by giving it some traction and then telling my arm what to do. I'm in this 90-90 position, and I'm just gonna lift my hand away from the rack, okay? I'll do about 15, 20 of these guys, and I can throw in some slides as well. Okay, now, next thing. So that's the pattern. We're giving some tactical, like tactile feel of the direction. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tell the muscles, right? I'm gonna take back of my hand, the wrist, okay? And I'm going to take my arm and put it behind my body without rotating. And then I'm gonna step back without letting that band win. And then I'm gonna hold here for 20, 30 seconds until I feel some crampy things happening here. If my tricep is going, I just bypass the tricep and hold. Don't let it rotate. But the idea with all this stuff is you go into a position you can own, and then you load into this overcoming isometric. Okay, so I'll do one set there. The next one, this gets a little funky. This gets into good stuff though. I'm gonna take my hand on bicep, thumb is pointed in, and I bend my elbow slightly. See how close my bicep is to my ribs? That's important. As I step out, I'm not letting that band win. I'm keeping my hand off my body, and things are happening here. This is hard. If my mobility is lacking, I can move my hand down and do it. Or if it's increasing, I can lift up. Things here. Okay. That's a blue band. That's like 60 pounds of resistance. Orange band. If I can't get the if the band is beating me, it's too much band. So we adjust the band to where our strength is. And then the next one, I'm gonna tell that muscle what to do. I'm gonna wrap my hand around. I'm gonna go into this end of pull-up kind of position. And now the band is letting my shoulders shrug. So if you look top down from the camera view, right, see how it's up? With keep my elbow straight, I'm going to stack and get as much space as possible and hold that straight elbow in this stretched position. And again, I'm holding for 30 seconds. See how my arm is shaking, and all that stuff is trying to figure out what to do. Okay, crampy stuff happening. I have lots of injuries, past history with my right shoulder. So it's typical this guy gets really overactive and this stuff doesn't help out enough. But now I'm gonna go into all my regular stuff. And this side is hyperactive, it's ready to go. So it's gonna assist and not let this guy do as much work. That is a shoulder prep to do. We're gonna think about if the muscle is becoming tight, why it's becoming tight. It's becoming overactive, which means that it's either helping out too much or it's not strong enough. Let's set things around it, help that one muscle that wants to work a lot. Excess tension here is not enough strength here. Do those.